Okay, I've missed a couple steps, had some camera issues. This is where we're at in the basement now. The floor is obviously poured. We framed out our interior walls. We've got the stair hole cut. We've got our floor joists on, but without our subflooring. The walls here, instead of just doing like a regular framed wall where you cut all your studs to the same length, on a subfloor you need to make sure that your walls or that your floor above is level. In your concrete floor, no matter how good your concrete guys are going to be, they're going to vary in there about a ½ an inch low and a ½ an inch high. So potentially you got about an inch difference from one section of the floor to another. So what we do is we'll take and run a string across the foundation. We'll put our sill plates on top of the concrete, run a string across, get our level established, and run a string across at that height where we're going to put our bearing walls. So in this case here, we've got a bearing wall that runs down the center. We've run a string from side to side, and we'll measure each stud location. So we're measuring each stud individually and cutting it to length, and then putting the top plate on top of that to get us our heights. Any bearing wall that's going to carry your floor joists needs to be done in such a manner. Now, you're not going to be perfect on that. You're going to vary probably about a 1/16 of an inch. But that's a lot better than that inch variation that you'll get if you just do a regular framed wall, cut all your studs at 96 inches, and then it's just going to reflect the concrete, which might be great, but it's still not going to be perfect. So you're going to get some waves in your subfloor. So you get as level a subfloor as possible. You want to do where you measure your studs. Now in this one, where we have the walkout, we had to measure this back wall. And then we measured a bearing wall that runs across the middle of the house here, and then the other one that runs the lengthwise. So we had to do a number of walls based off of measurement to get the right heights. We have our stair hole here. It's framed in, ready to put the stairs in. We've got our windows with the headers on them so that our floor is not going to weigh down on them. It's kind of it. I'm going to go up above.